Bloody Mary. This drink, some people love them, some people hate them, but you gotta try them. So pull up a chair and learn all about this salad bar of an amazing drink.
It's the Bar Dad.
Hey folks, welcome back to another episode of the Bar Dad, Adulting at the Bar. Next to me, you may recognize as my good friend, Jesse. Welcome.
How you doing?
I appreciate you coming back. He was on the episode where we talked about martinis. And by the way, we just have to make a nod to Sean Connery.
Oh, I know. He just passed, yeah.
So,
My favorite Scotsman.
I know. You know, he probably heard all the bad impressions I did of him during the martini episode.
I think that's what did it.
Not recovered from that.
Yeah,
it was tough. But anyway, we are not here to talk about Sean Connery or the martini. We're here to talk about Bloody Marys. Ooh. I know, right?
Love Bloody Marys.
And we have a live studio audience with us today. The studio audience! We're going to make Alan really jealous because he wanted to be here today but couldn't. And instead, we have a great audience! So remember when I had you over for talking about the martinis, I'm like, who do I know that like knows everything about martinis and like lives martinis, has 6 a day on a light day? Four. Teetotaler. And I've also developed an appreciation for martinis from you. And also you have helped hone my love of Bloody Marys. You're almost like I'm like your Padawan. You're like my Jedi Master when it comes to...
Or I'm a bad influence of alcohol, one or the other.
Depends who you ask.
This is true.
I never had a Bloody Mary in my life.
Not one?
Gasp.
Really?
Not one. I hated tomato juice. And the thought of putting vodka in tomato juice drove me. I couldn't do it. I would smell it and I'd go, ah. So I have to put a shout out to Kim. We were on a plane flying, because you know that's what you do. And we were in first class.
In 2020?
Yes.
Oh.
Well, early 2020.
Pre-COVID.
Pre-COVID.
Gotcha.
And I'm like, oh, I'm first class, you get to drink a bunch. What am I drinking? She goes, you need to have a Bloody Mary. I'm like, she goes, no, I'm serious. Bloody Marys are fantastic, and they're even better on a plane.
Okay.
Seriously, audience, I kid you not. Bloody
On a plane?
on a plane. I don't know if it's the pressurized cabin or whatever, or the lack of oxygen, but they are fantastic.
It's in first class.
It's in first class.
Not in storage.
Yeah, they taste better up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And everything tastes better when somebody else makes it for you.
Well, I made this one.
Oh.
It was a plastic cup of ice, a little bottle of Kettle One, and like a bottle of V8 or Zing Zang.
Zing Zang. Wow.
Yeah, and a lime.
Well, the
and it was the best thing I ever had. I had like 4 on the flight. That was the quickest 4-hour flight I've ever, or 45 minute flight. Let me try that again. That was the quickest 4-hour. Did it again.
Yeah.
That was the quickest. We haven't even started drinking.
You had 4 drinks in a 4-hour flight?
No.
Take a drink. Take a drink.
That was the quickest 45-minute flight I've ever had. There we go. Let's try it again.
Go. Wow.
So, Stephanie. I was going to call you Stephanie.
It's okay. I've been called worse.
So, Jesse, since you are my Jedi Master when it comes to Bloody Marys, educate me some more. Because you have literally this spiritual kind of Zen thing going for you when you talk about Bloody Marys. Why is it such a spiritual experience for you?
Bloody Marys are great. I mean, anybody who likes tomato juice will like a Bloody Mary. I mean, you can do anything you want to a Bloody Mary. You can add anything you want to it. There's no rules or regulations. It's kind of like an artist with his canvas, you know. He can create whatever he wants. So
now, do you have like a go-to, or do you vary it up every time whatever mood you're in? Yes, I'm in my bacon period, and so that a lot of bacon flavor or something.
I like the traditional, where it has the V8 juice or tomato juice, Worcestershire sauce, Tabasco sauce, horseradish sauce, olives, and lime.
So you make it yourself
From
from scratch.
Yep.
You don't cheat.
Well, sometimes.
Do you consider that cheating? If somebody
No.
uses a bottle?
No, there are some of them out there that are really, really good, and it just saves a lot of time. But that's the way I like to make them.
So you have, you always bring a wealth of knowledge to the table, and sometimes a bottle or two. But
It goes hand in hand.
yes. So educate because I know the studio audience is thinking, well, where did Bloody Marys come from? What's the origin? Because you're all thinking that, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, you know, it's interesting. The Bloody Mary, it's as obscured as it can be. I mean, there's so many different stories of where the Bloody Mary came from. They have one that was a French guy named Ferdinand who says he created it, but in reality, what he did was he took an original drink that was just 50-50 tomato juice and vodka. I mean, hey, if you're going to drink tomato juice alone, that's the way to do it.
Okay, somebody wants the 50-50.
Well, like I said, if you're just going to drink tomato juice, that's the only way to do it. But anyway, so
Sounds horrible.
yeah, but what he did is then he created all the different ingredients that went into it. Then there's stories out there that said there's this old comedian guy, I guess his name was George Jessel, and he says that he created it and had somebody make it for him. So there's so many different stories on where and how the Bloody Mary came from. Just like the name Bloody Mary.
What was my next question? Great segue.
There you go.
So where did it? Waka waka. Where did the name come from?
Well, again, one guy says that
Which is like the obvious, and you're like,
yeah.
you know,
One guy said his girlfriend worked in a what did they call that thing back in the 1800s? Not a brothel. That would be nice, but what was it called?
Whorehouse.
Yeah, there you go. No,
cabaret.
the cabaret. So his girlfriend worked at the cabaret, and her name was Mary, and the place was called the Bloody Bucket.
That sounds so inviting.
Yeah. So supposedly that was one of the.
I know this little place around the corner. It's called the Bloody Bucket.
Let's go.
Let's go.
So that's one version. Another one says that it came from Queen Mary.
The boat.
No, the Queen of Scots. She was a
very
very,
She lost her head.
very brutal woman, and so they claim that the tomato juice was how bloody she was and how rough she was, and then the vodka was the fire water. So that's another version. So there's all kinds of names of where it came
Do you have a
from.
preference?
No, not really.
Yeah, right, you just like
I think they're all wrong.
Okay. All right, Bar Dad people, we have a treat. I've never had one of these before. I've cheated before. I've always done the bottle, the quickies. I've always had quickies. They were satisfying, but quick. You are going to grace us by making a homemade Bloody Mary.
Correct.
From scratch.
Absolutely.
You're going to juice the tomatoes.
I don't know about that.
Okay. So close.
We'll squeeze that jar.
We'll squeeze the jar.
Absolutely.
All right? So stay tuned. Homemade Bloody Marys coming right up. All right, Jesse, you are going to make us a homemade
Bloody Mary. Yep.
Okay. So why don't you walk us through the ingredients and then we'll put one together.
Okay. So right now in this we have already the vodka. We're using Kettle One vodka.
Okay.
And then from there we're going to add in the tomato juice or V8 juice.
Okay. So we're using V8.
V8 juice.
Stop.
And from there, a little Worcestershire sauce, and
Looks a little pink.
we'll get better.
Okay. Okay. Worcestershire.
Yep. Then a little bit of Tabasco. Depends on how spicy you like it. Not so spicy or a lot of spicy. Aye.
Bam. Bam. No. Bam. Up, up, up.
What? Then we're going to put a little bit of celery salt.
So it gets caught in your teeth. And
Mm-hmm. A little bit of black pepper.
black pepper. Okay.
And a little horseradish.
Have the stir saver.
All right.
Let me smell that.
Nice. Just a little bit. Because this is enough for two. So everything in here is doubled up. We want to dissolve that horseradish. Now the lemon. Now the lemon.
Lemon. Okay. Oh, you know what you need? You need Bob the strainer.
Bob the strainer.
Bob the strainer, which Jesse helped me name. Bob. Okay.
You want to stir?
I do.
The Bloody Mary stirrer. Now let's fill these two up with ice.
Okay. Oh, Bob.
I got Bob.
Got Bob.
Take the cups.
All right. Ice.
Ice. Should have topped it all.
That's all right. Look at that. Oh.
Like rice.
More ice?
Oh yeah.
All right. Thinking.
We forgot an ingredient. Cheers.
That's damn good.
And you can make it as spicy as you want. You can add more horseradish if you want.
I probably would add a little bit more horseradish to
A little
it.
more.
But no, awesome. Okay, so we've got our homemade Bloody Marys. Can you run through really quick the ingredients again?
You got either tomato juice or V8 juice. I like the V8 juice.
Okay.
It's got all kind of vegetables in it, so it's really
Because you're
light. There you go.
Go ahead, V8.
I do that too, but I can't reach.
Might pull a rotator cuff when I read that.
Horseradish sauce really adds a nice bite to it.
Keep going. All right, keep going.
So then we have the horseradish.
Okay.
Horseradish sauce, nice, adds a nice little bite to it, but a whole different flavor.
I never realized you drinking the cheater
Right.
mix. That is an important ingredient in a good.
It really
Mary.
does.
Fantastic.
People leave it out and they're missing out because it changes the whole flavor. And then the celery salt or celery seed.
Yeah, I would recommend celery salt
Yes.
versus the seed.
Correct.
Okay.
And then the Worcestershire sauce.
Okay.
Just enough. You don't need a whole lot of that. And then Tabasco sauce, you can put as much or as little as you want of that.
Okay.
Just adds the spice, whatever you want. And then salt and pepper.
Taste.
And lemon juice.
Okay. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, as Jesse, you mentioned before that a Bloody Mary, the one that we just created,
Right.
is almost like a blank canvas of the canvas, right?
Exactly.
And so you can put all sorts of stuff in your Bloody Mary. And again, the bottom line rule of the bar, Dad, is drink what you like.
Correct.
And so you literally have a drink that you can customize to whatever. In fact, we're even going to make a virgin Bloody Mary for the audience member down the road because it doesn't necessarily have to have
Right. The
vodka in
in
it.
Right.
I don't know why, but we'll do it anyway.
Well, you know.
Right.
There's no other way to thin it
I
out.
know. That's it.
Was it-
One in every bunch. Okay. So we're
Somebody's gonna drive.
drink responsibly. So let's walk through some of the things that we have here. So we went immediately with the swizzle stick celery, right?
Yep.
Which I think is perfect. You can mix it up. And then I am a big fan of pickles,
Right.
right? So I've got some pickles here.
Okay.
I'm gonna open this up. Pickle, and I'm gonna take a spear.
Okay.
I'm gonna put it in my drink. Now I'm also gonna take a little bit of the brine and just give me a little floater
Of the pickle juice.
of the pickle juice
Right.
in there and mix it with that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now I'm gonna give you one of these. So I have some pickled things here.
Yep.
I have some pickled asparagus, and I have pickled okra.
Okra.
When you open up, you get
And
in-
olives we have.
We do, yes. Jalapeno
Olives.
stuffed olives.
Which are nice because then it adds a little spice to it.
All right. So what are you going with? I'm going to go with jalapeno stuffed olive.
Yep.
Okay. Push that down on there a little bit.
Yep.
I'm going to go with an okra.
An okra.
That's tasty.
And an asparagus. Thank you.
This was in your drink.
Yeah, it's supposed to go on my drink, yeah. Oh, that's nice.
And then
I don't know.
top it off.
I know. I'm going to put this on here. Ow.
I knew that was.
Stab myself.
You're supposed to go in at an angle.
And now it's
At an angle.
called
Want me to help
Bloody
you?
Now, there's also some meat options. I've seen it sometimes where you can get like like sliders and a half a chicken on it and things like that.
It's crazy.
It is crazy. I mean, they're
You
like
can do
this
anything,
tall.
yeah. But you can do meat.
So
You can do shrimp.
I have a meat stick.
All right.
You want half my meat stick?
No, I'm good.
You good?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna put my meat stick in there. And then we have bacon. We have regular bacon, nice and crispy, so it holds up. Would you like?
Yes,
All right,
bacon
bacon.
for sure.
I'll take the bacon. I'm running out of room in my. And one of the audience members, Teresa, has brought us candied bacon.
Candied bacon.
And Teresa, how do you make candied bacon?
Brown sugar, black pepper.
There you go.
That's delicious. That's absolutely delicious.
Just give me a moment. I'm experiencing some things right
Wow.
now. We have like this whole salad thing going on here. How do you drink it with all this shit in it?
Carefully.
All right.
I guess a straw would be good at this point.
If you were
Like
truly,
I'm gonna get like okra up my nose.
You can do it.
if you were truly zen, you could suck it through the celery stick.
Well, the nice thing is you have happy hour and hors d'oeuvres all rolled into one.
Oh my god.
It's great.
So for some reason this is my favorite bar dad word. The accoutrement that we have going on. We got pickles, pickled asparagus, okra, jalapeno stuffed olives, celery, meat sticks, bacon,
And candied bacon.
legal crack.
Yes.
It's good, but you should try it after it's been in a Bloody Mary.
You would love to.
Okay. Studio audience is getting. They're getting uppity. We gotta. All right.
They're going to take over.
We're gonna placate the audience, and we'll be right back. All right, Bar Dad team. We now have Bloody Marys in the hands of the audience. What do you think?
Yeah! Thank you so much.
Phil really liked his.
It's a tough audience.
The candied bacon was phenomenal.
Yeah.
But I again, do what you want, do what you feel, be you. But I wouldn't put it in my Bloody Mary.
I didn't.
It was good.
Yeah.
It was good on its own. No. Pickled okra?
I liked it in my Bloody Mary. Did you?
Okay. Good. We are.
Yeah.
He's on Instagram. By the way, you have an Instagram page.
I do. I found out the other day.
How's that degree in marketing working out for you? You want to tell everybody in Bar Dad World about your Instagram page, and you're not just about booze.
No, I'm not.
What are you? You're about wood.
I'm a wood guy. I'm a wood guy. I like to make things out of wood.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
But tell everybody about your Instagram page.
I do woodworking. I like to create different things out of wood. Matter of fact, I made this bar. It's a
Yes,
lovely
you
little
did.
bar.
Yes.
And I like to do anything that's out of wood. I like to make it. So
Follow me on Instagram, Layer Creations.
All right. At Layer Creations. Follow the Bar Dad on Instagram at the Bar Dad. You can find us on YouTube. Subscribe, like, and share, please, on all your social media platforms. Get the word out about the Bar Dad. And if you have any questions, comments, and or smart remarks about the Bar Dad, email us at thebardad@gmail.com. Until next time, my friend, keep your friends close and your candied bacon closer. Cheers.
Yeah!
Damn, these Bloody Marys are awesome, man. It's like they've changed my DNA.
It make me feel taller.
You have some hair in your ear.
You know you have a bald spot.
Cut. Okay.
Keep your friends close and your scotch closer. It's the Bar Dad.